Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 7, Cowboys 0.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Van Der Esch on the tackle.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score, Niners 14, Cowboys 0. It's Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10. Their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Third and long for Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Awuzio on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going up top. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cedric Wilson, 47 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, I caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yeah, obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And this is third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott will set up the screen to Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll throw again. Prescott looking deep for Elliott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
14. Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. He finds it opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 1st down San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They run once more with McKinnon. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is complete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A first down carry by Elliott. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. The first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Cowboys first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 24. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Bro, I'm pressing 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down. This time they get an even 20. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Rolling to his left. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Can't find one. Stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calls, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Prescott. The quick slant caught. Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Score Cowboys 7, Titans nothing.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 42 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down.
They'll run with Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The tackle made by Jack Crawford. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
25-yard line.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
With Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
At the 41.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Well, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. It's a big run there by Henry. 54 yards on the ground. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Prescott on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
16 yards.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Being chased out left. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
At the 42-yard line.
And now running right through him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
At the 43-yard line.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And fighting down inside the Do what we do. Do what we do. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 48 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And got his man complete. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done.
GG's, man.
Someone's happy. Someone is not.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Nashville. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you cut everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. Nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
At the Vikings' 49-yard line.
No fucking.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
The guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, but they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw is Cousins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out, and the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Well, they'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, let that home run hitter in the backfield guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. At the 42-yard line. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. At the 42-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Vikings pick over first down at their own 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be a second down. Cousins again. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He gets it left side of Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Breaks a tackle. And he's got some space here. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 46-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Breaks a tackle and he's got it out. And we'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pick up there on the run. 30 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 31-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened here.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Cook following the penalty. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Cousins. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces is away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Play action now, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 23-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, his second.
Overrated. I say I'm outdated. And they can't even play it.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Oh, he's got a little damage. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, the 20. Go time, baby. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 81 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll run it with Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So that'll back them up 5. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Rumbling past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 58 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 24. And right away, he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dre. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. Now second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Drake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progression to get the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should help his run game, too. Well, he will get out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Arizona.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Murray to air it out again. Man open left side. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Murray, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
Past the 20, 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And how about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
And this will result in losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
3-yard line.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from these big guys those gaps and holes, he's found his way through it for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He's recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the screen pass, it's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Titans 14, Cardinals nothing.
From the 44, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cardinal first down.
First down, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Shotgun now from Murray. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wiggles free. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And the Titans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
8-yard line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 54 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's got room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Back now in Nashville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Counter play, Drake. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Now third and goal.
And this this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play for my quarterback.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
21.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Carr gives to Richard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. We're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Tennessee.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tanner Muse. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The tackle made by Tanner Muse.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Taken down inside the 30.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Tennessee.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfro, 66 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. And the Titans first down.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A 50-yard attempt.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw his car. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And he can only get this this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. In the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play. And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. From the 27, Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. A seismic
shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to...
Derrick Henry all alone.
There it is. There it is.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And nothing but daylight ahead.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
He's at the 30, 10.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
Touchdown,
You thought you had it.
Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Titans 25, Raiders 21.
Too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 10. At the Titans' 49-yard line.
to throw. That'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let it fly. 20. He's set him down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the throw that sideline here is caught, but they're really incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Raiders 28, Titans 25.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple.
Derrick Henry all alone. 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
For the extra point.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One final try now for Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Sometimes it comes down to one final play. A dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to, hey, this is how I want to win